Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with another brand new brew review for you guys. And today we will be revisiting our friends from Cervecería Artesanal Tyris in Valencia. This is a brewery founded by two friends that found the Spanish beer market not up to the German standards that they loved, and so they started making their own beers. Now, we already tried their classic lager almost 100 videos ago, because we are almost at number 300. So we visited that in Brew Review 201, click through. But today we will be having their IPA as seen over there. This beer is quite likely a rebranding of their earlier Valencia IPA and is being marketed as a classic IPA brewed with caramel malt, Munich malt and pale ale malt. The hop bill is just as traditional with Cascade, Hercules and Mosaic, so I am expecting a pretty traditional IPA with some citrusy and herbal notes. Now, it might be worth mentioning that this beer has a bitterness of 50 IBUs or international bitter units. And the only reason that I mention this is because many people find this rather bitter already, and I love bitter and dry. But Tyris also makes another beer called Amor Amargo, or Bitter Love in English, which has 70 IBUs or a bit slightly over. So I can't wait to try that one as well. Now, another detail worth mentioning is that the Tyris IPA won the silver medal on the Concurso Internacional de Cervezas Artesanas, or CICA for short, which I like, in 2022. So now that I raised some expectations, let's dive right in and have a taste. Nothing special on the bottle. Again, a nice branded bottle cap. Lovely head of foam right there, a lot of bubbling going on, nicely carbonated and very ever so slightly hazy. Yeah, looks pretty nice. This is a nice golden yellow, a nice golden yellow color and some off-white foam with some medium and larger bubbles. So far so good, very classic, very traditional. I would have expected this slightly lighter and maybe a bit clearer, but I absolutely love what I am seeing right here. Ooh, very nice, very aromatic, a bit more fruity than I expected, but definitely very malty. They do say they use caramel malts, and that is exactly what we get in the nose right here. A decent amount of caramels, and I don't just get citrusy notes. They are ever so thin in that aroma, but I do get a bit of herbal notes and some resin essence, so some pine resin, for example, which I didn't expect either, but it is very, very present. And also a bit fruity in the sense that I do get some stone fruit, for example. I do get a tiny hint of mango maybe. So this beer is way more complex than I expected. It does have some characteristics of a New England IPA, for example, while I expected this to be a very, very classic English style IPA. But as usual, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh Lord. Yeah. I knew that this was 50 IBUs and Jesus, I'm still surprised. I absolutely love this from the first sip on. You guys know that I love my beers, and mainly my pale ales, dry and bitter. Actually, I once laughed with a bartender that I like my bartender as I like my beers, bitter and dry. But yeah, this is a whole other level, so I can't wait to try that Amor Amargo with 20 more IBUs, so actually 50% over almost. Yeah, what can I say? I absolutely love this. This is a very, very bitter, this is very dry, this is a very very confrontational. If you don't like bitter, I'm not even gonna urge you to try this, just build your way up or something. But I absolutely like this. Now, I must admit that bitter is the very, very first taste that I get from this. And of course the aroma in the nose does add to that as well. So let's go for a second tasting. Yeah, it is still a very complex beer in the taste as well as in the scent. However, all those fruity hints that I had in the nose are practically non-existent in the taste. What I do get in the taste, and what I can only cheer on, is a lot of bitterness, of course, but also a lot of herbal notes, a lot of resin, way more than in the nose, a lot of pine resin, pine cones, let's say, a bit of citrus, but not a huge amount. Actually, a very nice, well-rounded edge of citrus, a lot of zest mainly, but of course that is because of the bitterness as well. So yeah, I think I found a new favorite IPA. And that is a very fun thing when you go in expecting nothing, or well, not expecting nothing, but not expecting anything, no expectations at all, and you just get surprised by the level of complexity and craftsmanship that is in one of these beers. I absolutely understand the silver medal, and I think that I wouldn't necessarily food pair this beer. Instead, I would probably use this as an aperitif before the meal, because as anyone in the restaurant business knows, or in hospitality knows, the key to getting your clients to order is to make them hungry, and the key to making them hungry is to give them not too much, and bitterness. Bitter activates your stomach. So I would say, like, splitting one of these per 2 clients would be the perfect aperitif to get your clients hungry, and it is also beautiful in aroma, in taste, so they will enjoy it as well. That is also why Campari, for example, is a perfect aperitif as opposed to all those sweet things. Yes, absolutely love this. So the verdict, how should I score this beer? I'm gonna give this an immediate 4. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Instant pass. And if I am going back to Spain, which will be, I think, in September, I will try my very best to bring a crate of these. I would love to visit the brewery, but unfortunately I will be, I think, about 300 miles from the brewery, so that won't be a possibility. But nonetheless, yeah, great beer. So all you bitter lovers, cheers guys, get your hands on this one, try it out. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching, for sticking with me. I saw that there is yet another new subscriber this week. Welcome to you too. If you guys like this video, let me know, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Same thing goes for if you have any questions or suggestions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should be, let's say, twice a weekend, because I seem to differ between Friday and Saturday, but twice a weekend at 8 p.m. Antwerp time. So yeah, until then, cheers you guys.